Well, hey guys, Tyler here, shooting an update on my future build, which is going to be either an 80-gallon peninsula or up. Possibly a 75, but maybe just a little too small for basically the fish that I have and that I want to get. So, I know I was talking to you guys basically on how I was going to build this, and I found this program on Google. It's called Google Sketchup 8. I watched a couple videos on how to use the tools and ended up making this 3D drawing of basically what I want to build, and I love it. It's a great program. It seems better than AutoCAD back in the early 2000s. So when I say AutoCAD's pretty cool because you can pretty much make your own blueprints for what you got to make. And I'm not exactly sure if that's something you can do in this program or not, but I know that you can enter in measurements here and pretty much build by just typing too. So let's go ahead and jump into what I have built and basically my plans. As you guys can see, this isn't like your ordinary tank stand, and that's something I definitely do not want to do. You know me, guys, I like to do things different. So I came up with this idea to build basically a desk slash bar table that can utilize all three sides of the tank and still use functionality in the house. So you know, I got a pretty big family. I got 4 kids, and I think this is a great place for them to do their homework, read, or you know, just hang out, play board games, and yeah, I think it's really cool aesthetically, I think, and functionality is amazing. As you guys can see, this is about a 6-foot cabinet down below, and that'll allow me to upgrade to a 6-foot tank if I want to. The tank that's on here right now is about an 80-gallon tank. It's only 4 feet long, and this entire bar top is over 8 feet long. So that gave me the option to run the tank all the way out to the edge and still leave me with 2 feet of desk space and about a foot buffer, or a foot and a half, all the way around the tank except for the back part. So I thought this was pretty cool. As you guys can tell, none of the doors down below have any knobs, and that's because basically I'm going to go with all magnet doors. Basically, I think they're the cleanest. I think they allow the best access into a stand. I'll be able to pop this panel off, this panel, and this panel, you know, and vice versa all the way around, and be able to pretty much access any part of the stand if need be. As you guys can see, I got 3 holes here, and basically these are all going to probably be 1.5 inches, and I'm going to go with the bean style overflow, or the animal style overflow, which utilizes 1 full siphon, which this will be 90'd inside the tank, and then an open drain, which will be 90'd up. And basically all you do is restrict the flow on the siphon just to allow just a little bit of water going into that open drain, and pretty much makes for a silent overflow with no bubbles. They're the fastest overflows, since I'm going to be pumping around probably 5,500 gallons an hour through this tank. It is important that I have an overflow that can keep up with that, and pretty much guaranteed this can do that, because basically these could both act as full siphons. This one acts as a full siphon, this one acts as a full drain, or an open drain, and basically you have a Durso style fitting on the other end with an air tube that runs in. So if that overflow box in the inside raises to your breather valve, it'll basically create a full siphon on this drain as well. And this is just an auxiliary or redundancy drain, just an extra drain. So, I mean, this is totally capable of probably close to 10,000 gallons an hour if I'm doing my math right, maybe 7,500. So there should be no problems. And my thought process with going with this overflow was to basically create flow in 2 tanks with only 1 pump. So basically, guys, these 3 drains are going to basically dive through the stand into the cabinet down below, and depending on where I want my 33-gallon frag tank to be, if I want it to be all the way over here or right here, I'll run those drains into it, and they will produce just as much flow as that reflow hammerhead pump in that 33-gallon long, with no air bubbles. So this frag tank is going to be insane. I don't even know if I'll be able to put a fish in there, but it's pretty much dedicated to SPS only. And that tank, I'll have it visible from the outside, but I will basically make a cutout for the magnet door, and it'll just be something that my 2 little twin boys can crawl around and look at. So I thought that was a great idea. Down below the cabinet, obviously, guys, there's going to be lots more equipment in there. And unfortunately, I didn't draw anything in the cabinet alone. But you know, if you wanted to, you could easily come in here and I could draw my plans and everything. But I think it'd just be easier if I just cross that bridge when that time comes. Let me go ahead and back out of here again. It took me about 3 hours to build this, and I'm not the best computer person, but you know, I have sensible knowledge about it, and it wasn't too hard. I built the bar stools, copied and pasted those, and you know, these other areas and stuff I can get into detail, but I can show you guys how to do that. I did the research online to figure out how to do that. As you guys can see, the person's quite smaller than this, and that's because I went way above scale just so I didn't have to keep zooming in. But other than that, guys, I think this is going to be a great looking tank. I really like the way it turned out. It's just wicked looking, and it also serves as a piece of furniture in the house instead of just a tank stand. So that was kind of my thoughts, was to provide more seating in my living room, and just something that hasn't been done before, and if it has, I just haven't seen it. So tell me what you guys think. Please post any concerns or questions that you guys have in the comments below. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, so that's real awesome. And good luck reefing, guys, and make sure you guys like my videos, because that pretty much funds all my projects. YouTube pays me a little bit of money depending on how many views, shares, and favorites and likes I get. So I would definitely like to get working on this project. So the more likes, the better, guys. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.